like to welcome Ludvig Aberg into the Sentry Media Center here today. You're making your first start in Maui since after winning the RSM Classic. Can you talk a little bit about what it means to start your season off here?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's one of them tournaments that, walking down 18, all the shots that have been hit there, and obviously such a privilege to be in this field. It means that you've done something really good, and I'm just proud to be a part of it, and looking forward to a nice week.
You've had a little bit of time off since the Grant Thornton Invitational. What have you spent your time doing?
I've been a little bit of everywhere, actually. So we played, obviously, Grant Thornton tournament in Naples, and then I went back to Europe for a couple of weeks. I was with my girlfriend in England for a while, and then came over and did the holidays in Sweden. So it was nice to kind of come back and see some family friends, but it was quite busy as well coming back, to be fair.
All right, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions. We'll start with Joel.
Well, look, have you been surprised by how quickly you found success on the PGA Tour?
I wouldn't say surprised. I think, at the end of the day, I know my qualities, and I think what I've been impressed by myself is how quickly those have shown up, I think. Because whether you like it or not, it is different playing college and playing on the tour. It's the same club, the same ball, all those things, but it is a little bit different, and I feel like I've been handling all the off-course things quite well, and therefore, because I've handled that quite well, my qualities have shown up on the golf course too.
Is there anything about the assimilation process from college to pros that surprised you, or maybe something that you weren't expecting?
I feel like the biggest difference for me playing college golf versus professional is just the amount of golf you play. Even though we play quite a busy schedule in college, is nothing to what we do here, where you travel a lot, you play 4 or 5 weeks in a row, and it's just a lot more golf. But it's something that I like, it's something that I enjoy. I like to do a lot in my practice myself, to do a lot of playing and those things, and I think it's very healthy. It helps you, the ability to score, the ability to play well even though you're not feeling great, and those things I think has made me able to perform even though, those things.
Doug?
Big a deal is winning is, and the importance of it. Was there another moment before Switzerland, before Sea Island, that was kind of a spark of confidence or momentum for you?
I think, obviously Switzerland was so much fun because, you want to win tournaments, and that's what you like to do. And up until the point where you actually won a tournament, you haven't won one. So I think that was a big week for me. But also the week we had in Rome for the Ryder Cup was big for me. It was kind of the first time that I got to spend a lot more time with those guys. And obviously they're the best in the world, so I just try to listen to them and speak to them. And for me to build a relationship with a lot of those guys was pretty cool. And that helped me to then be able to play good golf the rest of the year, I think.
Was that intimidating at all?
Yeah. No, it was definitely intimidating. I think, if I said it wasn't, I'd be lying, because it is what you want to do, but it's also quite nerve-wracking at times. And I think I did it quite well just to be okay with it being intimidating and nerve-wracking. I was just being okay with all the emotions that might show up, and I didn't try to fight it. I didn't try to block it out. It was just, try to embrace it and obviously have a lot of fun as well.
When you were named to the team, and then I'm sure you started some sort of a group chat. How many phone numbers did you have?
What's that?
How many phone numbers did you have of the other players on the team when you kind of started these?
Of the teammates? Just one. Yeah.
Whose was it?
Nicola. Yeah. Actually 2, Sepp as well. Yeah, sorry. But
Joel?
No, none of the other guys.
What do you make of this golf course? You haven't been here before, I'm guessing, on vacation or anything like that. Is there anything that this place reminds you of where you have played?
I think the first thing that strikes is obviously it's a lot up and down. Elevation is a big part of this golf course. You will get a lot of wind, which I think this golf course needs. I think it's a lot of holes that goes with the wind, and the prevailing wind is supposed to take the ball some way. So I think you just have to be okay with it blowing a lot. But we used to play a college event in Hawaii on the other island, and it was a lot like this as well, where it was up and down, and you don't really get that in Europe. You don't get that kind of golf over there. So I haven't really played it a lot, to be fair, but I love playing in the wind. I think it's fun. I think you get a little bit more creative, and I'm looking forward to it.
What was the other one?
What's that?
College event.
We used to play on the Big Island, Hawaii, I think. So we play there. Actually, last year we were supposed to play, but it got canceled because of wind. It was blowing like 60, so they had to cancel the event. We played like 3 holes and then went off. So, yeah. But it was very similar, up and down, edge of the mountain kind of thing.
What did you do with the rest of your time while you were on the island?
Oh, we had a great time.
What did you do?
Spike ball on the beach and those things. So, yeah.
Who was the most intimidating? Doug was asking if you were starstruck around some of those guys. Is there anyone that was particularly intimidating to meet or interact with? Or
I wouldn't say a specific person was intimidating. I think it was more of the whole setting and environment of, being in the same team room as those guys. And I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say surprised, but I was very, I thought it was really cool how they treated me, even though, these guys I've looked up to for so long, and they treated me with the respect that, obviously I'm going to treat them with respect, but I felt like it was mutual, and that stuck out to me that I thought was really cool. So I never felt any kind of intimidation towards my teammates. It was more the whole, setting and environment being in that team room, I think.
You've obviously had such a meteoric rise to where you are right now. Do you feel the weight of expectations at all starting this new year?
I think there's always going to be expectations. It's kind of what you sign up for in professional sports. So I do understand that it is a part of it, but I'm always going to have a lot of expectations on myself as well. I know my qualities and I know what I want to do. So if I don't live up to that, I'm going to be pissed myself. So obviously I understand, all the things the outside noise, but that's also nothing that I can really control. It is what it is, and all I can try to do is play each tournament the best I can, and then kind of see where that goes.
What are your expectations for yourself this year?
I'm just really looking forward to playing all these golf courses and all these tournaments that I've watched for so long. We were looking at the schedule the other week, and it's just one tournament after another that I'm like, whoa, I just want to play it. You got Bay Hill and Players and Pebble and Genesis, and, I think that's what I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, you want to perform, and I'm a competitor, so I want to compete. But I don't have like a set number or something like that I'm looking towards.
Would you hit into 18?
What's that? Here?
Yeah.
I played it twice. First round I hit 5-wood, and second round I hit 5-iron, I think. It was a little bit different wind, so.
You hit the fairway okay?
I did, yes. It's quite wide.
What? A couple oddball questions. What's your favorite restaurant in Lubbock?
Oh. There's one called West Table. It's quite nice. It's downtown.
Steak?
Yeah, steak.
Big steaks?
That's what I would get there, yeah. You wouldn't want to get any kind of seafood in Lubbock.
And why? Did you get your degree?
I did not.
What do you have left? Do you plan to finish?
I have about 23 hours left.
Okay. Why did you? And I think I talked to Greg about this at some point. But why did you stay an extra year? Was there a thought to come out early?
We spoke about it, and honestly, I felt like I wasn't ready to turn pro. I feel like golf-wise, I had a few things that I wanted to improve on. I have. And then also, the whole PGA Tour University program came up, and we didn't really know where that was going to go, but we felt like it was probably going to go somewhere nice. So for me, I would have, I just want to give myself the best opportunity whenever I did turn pro, and for me, that was to stay for my 4th year in school.
Back to the steak for just a minute, because we could talk about the differences of southern Sweden and West Texas all day long. But had you ever seen steak like that growing up?
No, the ribeye is a lot bigger. I used to like, so my assistant coach, Nathan, he was obsessed by steak. So anytime we would go to a tournament, there would always be a steakhouse playing. So he would always, try to make us order steaks. And I fell in love with the ribeye. Medium rare was really nice. But yeah, I try not to have it too often, but every now and then it's nice.
And then lastly, why'd you choose to play Sony? How did you go about kind of setting a schedule for yourself?
It was kind of similar from what I tried to do last year. I just want to play as much as I can. I feel like I want to take advantage of playing and seeing all the courses, and I think you'll learn a lot more about yourself playing than not playing. So obviously I still, I feel such a privilege to be able to play these events. So that's what I want to do. And then obviously try to lay out the schedule so that you want to play these big events as well. But obviously being over here in Hawaii, it made sense to play next week as well.
Anything else? Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.